Good morning, everyone. C-Dot Awareness here. So I didn't make a video yesterday. I was busy all day at work. Did 12 and a half hours. The video I wanted to make was a lot of conspiracies out there. A lot of this is what happened, that's what happened, there's that person, there's this person, there's that person. And what I want to say about that is it needs to stop. It needs to stop. If you want to know exactly what happened to anything, do your research. Do investigations. Do your due diligence on getting to the truth, because that's all really we want, is just to know the truth about things. And the honestly truth is, we're never going to know the truth about a lot of stuff. And the reason behind that is, if we honestly knew the truth about a lot of stuff, everything that's going on right now would not be going on. A lot of evil going on right now would not be going on if we knew the actual truth. If every single person knew the truth about Charlie Kirk, about Martin Luther King, about Princess Diana, about Malcolm X, all the greatest people that just wanted peace, and they died for it. They got murdered for it. I'll even put Biggie and Tupac in there, to be honest with you. But do you honestly want to know the truth about it? Because the fact about it is, it's some evil stuff. I did a lot of research on JFK and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, Princess Diana when I was younger. And it all comes back to one thing. Elites. Call them the Illuminati. You can call them Rothschilds, BlackRock, call it whatever. But it comes back just to a certain group and certain family. And I'm probably going to get some hell for this. But it needs to be called out. It needs to be upfront and personal. People need to stop thinking that we live in this kind of society where it's just this one thing. What people need to realize is just a handful of people. I want to say a handful. A dozen couple people that actually make the calls on everything. That's the biggest conspiracy out there, is who is actually running the world. Who are moving the pieces of the chessboard? Who's moving them? And if you really want to know the truth, do your due diligent research on the Illuminati, Rothschilds, BlackRock, that whole underground elites. We're never going to be able to get to them. The only way we're going to be able to get to these people and charge these people is if you actually cut off their money supply. Because that's what they truly care about, is money. That's their end-all, be-all thing, is money and power. But once you cut off money, they don't have power no more. You know, there's always been that saying, money's the root of all evil. That's truth. That's no conspiracy. Money is the root of all evil. Because once you cut off the money supply, you lose the power. Look what happened to the mafia in this country. They cut off the money supply. So they started crumbling. They still had backups to their backup to their backup, but they cut off a big chunk of their money supply, and that kind of settled down that type of group right there. A lot of gangs kill each other due to money, because whoever has the most money has the most power. So I have a little suggestion on this whole thing. I have a little solution on this whole thing. How about if we just get rid of money? So then there won't be no power. Well, if you get rid of all money, how are you supposed to live? That's how people look at it as. Well, I don't know. Do you spend money every day of your life? I don't. I can't. I can't spend money every single day. It's impossible for me to do that. So I can technically survive without money. I've done it before. I lived in the middle of nowhere for a couple weeks, couple months sometimes. I'm still here. I'm still living. Because it's our natural instinct to survive when our lives are on the line. Money was created to shut down humanity. And now we're going to be going to an AI type of society, to where the elites are going to be controlled over it. That's for one thing. And you can't trust something like that doesn't have a soul. Because when something's soulless, it can't provide us anything. We're going to a digitalized AI non-human world soon. To where being human is going to be the minority of it. People are going to put the mark of the beast in their body to live. Which a lot of people already put the mark of the beast. I shouldn't say the mark of the beast. I'm going to put the devil's juice in their body to already dehumanize yourself. The COVID shot made people non-human. You're not able to think clearly. You're not able to act clearly. You're not able to be healthy with the COVID shot. And I hear people all the time, well, I got a COVID shot and I'm still here. My question is, how much more medication are you on since you got the COVID shot? That's my main question right there. How many more times do you get sick during the year? How many more times do you feel pain during the year? How many times have you not thought clearly on things because you feel like your brain's mush? Your brain's going to mush. I can say all this because I'm witnessing it firsthand with my family. My mom, my dad, my sister, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Some of my cousins, I should say. I'm witnessing them clearly becoming more and more non-human. because of what they did to themselves. What people need to understand is when you sign that form that you cannot go against Big Pharma about what COVID will do to you, and you sign your name on that dotted line, you sold your soul to the devil. You sold your soul to the devil on something that was not going to do any good for you. I supposedly got COVID twice, so has my wife. My wife got COVID when she was pregnant with our son. We let our immune system beat it. I was maybe down for 4 days. She was probably down for 5, 6. But we came out of it. Yeah, it was shitty. I would say more we had the flu. We had flu symptoms. They called it COVID. They gave me a test. Excuse me. They gave me a test saying I had COVID. I didn't believe it. I felt more like the flu. You know, I had the flu when I was younger. Same symptoms. But I worked that whole year. I didn't take a day off except when we had COVID and she had COVID because we had to because of the CDC guidelines, which is BS because people show up to work sick every single day. Oh, well, COVID was different. Well, right there you're telling us it's different. Why? How's it different? Well, you can give it to other people. All right, someone has a sinus infection. You can give it to someone else. It's an infection. It's a virus. You can spread that to someone else. Kids in school are getting sicker and sicker and sicker every single year. Every single year, there's so many more kids, more sick, more sick. Well, that's just school. So you're telling me that people all summer long, hang out with one another, go to big places, go to malls, go to sporting events, go to concerts, go to this, go to that, go to enclosed areas and everything. But right when they go back to school the first week, everybody's sick. Oh, that's just how it is. No, that's not how it is. That's not how that is because they were around people all summer long. They went here, they went there. They were around hundreds and hundreds of other people. But no, right when we get back to school, no, people get sick. I call BS on that. That's not a conspiracy, that's facts. But what this is all coming down to is people believing in this false world. And then when you tell them about this false world, they look at you like you're the insane one. Which that does hurt. I don't care who you are. That hurts when a lot of people don't believe you when it's out in the open, when it's right in front of their eyes and they're in denial of it. We had an innocent foreigner woman, a Ukrainian woman, that escaped one area of death that was coming and came to America to where she was taught, probably, that you'll be safe here. This is the land of the free. And she got stabbed to death by an American man that was unstable, that used conspiracy theory things that the government put stuff in his body. Even though documentations and medical forms knew this guy was unstable from the beginning. His family knew he was unstable. His own mother said that he needs to be put away. And they let something like that roam the streets. Comey got indicted, but still runs the streets. Obama, Biden administration and their whole posse literally did tyranny against the American people. And I don't care if you're on the right or the left, they did tyranny to the whole country. And they're still walking around free. So what does the land of the free actually mean nowadays? Well, how I'm looking at it as the land of the free is if you do some evil shit, excuse me, Lord, for my language, you do some evil shit, that's what the land of the free is. Not minding your business, going to work every day, provide for your family, be able to live the way you want to live, as long as you don't do harm upon yourself or someone else. That's the land of the free, being a free person. That doesn't exist anymore. That's not going to exist anymore on the way things are going. There's a lot of people out there, like myself, are just trying to put this out here to people. Alex Jones and the whole InfoWar crew, Tucker Carlson, Sean Ryans, Candace Owens, Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk did it. So many people, so many people out there that just want people to know the truth. And they're the ones that are getting punished because of them putting the truth out there. I don't know how much more common sense you have to have as a person and just regular knowledge to understand that the reason why they go after people like I just named, that they want to take them out, and they don't want anyone to be, those people that I just named don't want anyone to be harmed, don't want anyone to be killed, don't want anyone to be beat up. They want justice to handle stuff like it's supposed to. They want our justice system to handle it like it was made to be justified. And the other side, the evil, their justification is murdering, killing, ruining people's lives just to get their rocks off and to become more powerful. Look what's going on in Portland. Look what's going on in Chicago. Look what's going on in New York. Look what's going on in California. Look what's going on in Minnesota, Michigan. All these areas that are highly populated like that. And I hate saying it. Blue states, I hate saying that because a state can't be a color. A state is represented by the people, not a color. So the people in those states that I just named are ruining the state. Because they want chaos. They want the Civil War to happen. They want to kick off something that they're never gonna win. They're never gonna win if they're trying to do it the way they're trying to do it. Now, if they bring in AI and all that, excuse me again. Need to take a drink of my methylene blue Optimum Human and colostrum real quick. At AlexJonesStore.com. You know, a man that wants to do right by people. But getting back to what I was going to, they want to bring AI so they can take over everything. Everything known to man. You wake up at a certain time. No, it's not time to wake up. It's time to go back to sleep. We tell you when to wake up. Or you got to go to the bathroom. Nah, it's not your bathroom time right now. Who do you think you are? Do your research on China right now. Look up things in China and deep dive into it. It's already happening there. You say a wrong thing, or if you talk about certain things, your social credit score goes down. What gives them the right to tell another human being that your life doesn't matter unless you have social credit? And they judge people upon it. That is some evilness right there, if I say so myself. That is pure evil to do that to people. And that's not a conspiracy, that is fact. Look up facts. We have this beautiful technology right behind in our hand, this little black box, laptops, anything you think of to do your research and deep dive into it. It might hurt at first that your life is kind of a lie because of what's happening, but you got to get over that fact that it's a lie and actually look at it through the eyes of being a moral good person and be like, you know what, this isn't right, something needs to happen. You know that movie Ants, where the leader grasshopper took a grain and threw it at the guy, and he literally said, did that hurt? No. So he threw another one at the other guy. Did that hurt? No. Well, how about this? And you just literally took off the cap of the bottle and all grain fell on these two guys. And he proved the point right there. When one person steps up, then another person does. Then another person does. Then another person does. And when so many people step up, our power goes away from us. That's fact. That's fact. The only way they can take out everybody in this world is if they drop a nuke. That's the only way of stopping all of us. But not really, because there'll be still survivors. It won't be that good of a life, because everything around you is destroyed. But there'll still be survivors. Because that's a man-made thing. That they're not gods. They can't take out all human life. It's impossible for them to take out all human life, because they're not gods. They're not God. I'll put it that way. They think they're gods, but they're not. They may be demons, but guess what? Demons can be defeated. God can never be defeated. That's fact. But what I'm trying to say in this video, and I'll just get straight to the point, we're going down the path of no return for humanity. These evil dwellers want non-human world. They want you to put the mark of the beast, a chip inside your body that detects every moment of your life until upon death. Well, they can do that phone already with the phones. If you get rid of the phone, they can't control you. And if your phone is your life, then you need to get help. And my suggestion on help is pick up the Bible. Don't look at it as, how's this make me feel? Actually read it and understand the concept. Of every prophet and every moment God did in that time, and why he picked that time, and the people he chose, because he didn't choose wealthy people. Let's get that straight. He didn't choose the wealth. He chose the poor and deprived. He chose to struggle. And the reason why he chose to struggle is because he knew they would appreciate what he has done for them greatly. And they'll be blessed about it. And they'll be proud about it. We're all a bloodline of some prophets. There's a lot of bloodlines of pure evil. But we all have a bloodline back to that time. And you can tell what bloodline you're from just by how your life is. I want to honestly believe that my bloodline's part of Job. Because God keeps punishing them and punishing them and punishing them and takes and takes and takes and takes. But Job keeps going. And when God does bless Job, Job is the most gracious person ever. He's the most righteous person ever then. It's time to either lay down or get up. And like I said, my videos don't get hardly any views, and I don't care. I'm still going to be posting because I need to put this out here also as a low-class citizen of this country. Technically of the world. And the only reason why I'm low-class citizen is because how my money is. That's sick. But I guarantee you I'm a high-class citizen when it comes to Jesus Christ's eyes. When it comes to his look at me, I'm high class. But he don't judge us upon that. There's no class when it comes to that. That's what you really need to understand. There's no class to that. That's one and all. If these people really want socialism, communism, and everything equal, guess what's equal? Jesus Christ. And living in eternal light with him. That's equal. That's equality. We're going down a dark, dark world. And I pray to Jesus every day that he gives us the strength to defeat it, gives us the wisdom to do it righteously, and gives us grace and guidance. But it's going to be a rough, rough time from here on out. And when Trump is done with his term, who knows what's going to happen next? It's only the beginning of October, people. And 2025 hasn't been the greatest. I've been blessed. I've been blessed. I have another job. I live in a beautiful area. I got blessed with it. I live near a bay, and I cannot complain about that at all. I can walk outside and boom, water. I can go fishing. I can take my little rowboat out. I can do a lot of things with my children that I never had. Never had. And if I would talk about that, if I would ask my parents about that, they would just ignore that aspect. You know, when you have children, you're supposed to do better than what you had. A lot of people are going backwards. But this dark path that we're coming down to, families are getting ruined by it. I lost my family. Like I said a couple videos back, my sister called me racist because I believe in Jesus Christ. If that doesn't seem like an evil person and lost person, then I don't know what a lost and evil person is anymore. My own flesh and blood turned on me. I don't judge anyone. Even if I see an evil person, I still don't judge them. I want to help them. I honestly just want to sit down with them and have a conversation and be like, what happened? What happened? And that's what some people might just need. Just someone to have that ear. And have that open mind. But where we're going is a very dark path. And a lot of good, righteous people are going to be suffering from it. And a lot of people that are bad and evil are going to suffer from it. Because what they don't realize is they're just the pawn. They're not the bishop. They're not the rook. They're not the queen. They're not the king. They're a low pawn. If you want to be technical, they're checkers. They're not even on the chessboard. And they're being used and abused. It's going to be some rough times. Even more rough times and more witnessing a lot of evilness, a lot of deaths coming. A lot more. The majority of the people are just going to be like, well, that's just how it is. Nothing new. And that's part of the reason why the world's burning right now. Because people feel like they don't have a voice or, well, I have to go to work the next day. What does that have to do with anything? You don't work 24 hours a day. It's illegal to work 24 hours a day. I never knew a human being working 24 hours in one day. Ever. Because you go to the bathroom, that's not work. You take a shower, that's not work. You eat, that's not work. You drink, that's not work. So you always get a break, no matter what. But do your due diligence on doing your research and deep diving on a lot of things. It's not a one-sided thing. There's multiple sides of this. But it comes down to one thing. Turning to Jesus. Because we get attacked the most. Christians get attacked the most upon all people. And Christianity is not a white thing. It's a world thing. And Christianity started in Africa, the motherland. That's where Christianity started, people. Africa. Before it even went to Europe, in the United States, and across the rest of the world. It started in Africa. It's where it's created. Africa, the continent Africa. It's not a white man religion. Christianity accepts all who follow Christ. That's why Christianity is so powerful. Because we accept everybody. No sex, skin color, nothing like that matters to Christianity. It just comes down to, do you praise Jesus or not? That's why Christianity is so powerful. That's why it's so powerful. God bless you all. Watch your six. And please be safe out there.